Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the New Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome back to our Let's Learn Together series here in Stationeers. I hope you're all doing well, having a safe, wonderful, and successful week this week. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you're a returning member, welcome back to you as well. Great to have you all here hanging out, having fun, all that good stuff. Engaging in the conversation in the Discord server or in the comments section. I love hearing from you guys and interacting with you and learning from you guys. And I hope you guys learn something from me too, even how not to make things go boom. Which, as you know, on this channel, the antics we get into, that tends to happen a lot. That being said, as usual, all usual disclaimers are in the description of the video. And welcome to the channel. All right. So I hope you all had a safe, wonderful, and successful week this week. Are having a safe, wonderful, and successful week. Let's get right into it. As you remember, last week we covered over the lander. We got that done. We started work on the greenhouse. Started to build it. We got to get it built. We got to get it done. So let's get right to it, shall we? We shall grab our coffee, our donuts, our bagels, our egg McMuffins, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, fruit roll-ups, egg croissants. Licorice. I like licorice, actually. Yeah. Okay. That being said, we'll get right into it. I can find... one is playing last week. I think it is this one here. I think it is this one. We'll see once we get in. I do like some of the text, some of the pictures they show. Although I do think that they could probably do a better job on some things. But I do like where this Stationeers is heading as far as graphics and things like that. Yeah, seems right. Yeah, this seems right. And we did cover over the lander. We are working on... Yeah, we're in the right place. All right. Not going to take us long to get to where we need to be. Anyway. Today our goal is to build the greenhouse. Which I think we shall be able to do. I don't know if we'll get it all pressurized today, but I think we should be able to get it at least built. man, my mom would be so upset with me, disappointed in me with all the mess in here. I understand why Splitsy likes having Capac play with him, and he can blame him when things go wrong. I gotta admit, those two are funny to watch. When it comes to them playing Space Engineers or Stationeers, it is funny to watch them. I actually enjoy watching them. Now, we should have a storm coming through here in the next in-game day or so. Be able to survive that okay, I think. One thing I do need to teach myself is how how all the, the different pressurizations work in this game. How everything interacts with everything else, like the gases and whatnot. Like, I know you need oxide and volatile to heat up the furnace. Things like, the basics of it. There's still so much for me to wrap my head around in this game, and as a developer, as a software developer myself, and I know I do not have anything to do with the development of any of the games that I play. That's why I put the disclaimers in the video description of the videos, so that you guys can't say, oh, he's the developer, you should know what he's doing. I don't develop these games. I don't have anything to do with the development or these companies. Thank you, T.S., as you rudely interrupt me. Women. No, I'm just kidding.
Temperature critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
There we go. Yeah, so there is that. That off. So there are still things that I am trying to get up to speed on in this game. Yes, I am more familiar with Space Engineers than I am this game, but that doesn't mean I dislike this game or anything like that. I'm just still wrapping my head around this game. Before we do anything, let us talk about what we need. 10 iron frames. So I have steel. We are going to need the iron walls. Alright, so let's talk about how we're going to do this first. Before we... Alright, so if we go, say, like, here, this be a wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would be tempted maybe to add another set of frames. Just because ugh. Really getting sick and tired of that. Three, 4, 5. Let me see how that works out for me. Okay, well, it's not going to be I only have one frame. My other iron. Okay. So yeah, there is that. And once you know it, we're out. Alright, well. Alright, so we are going to need some iron sheets and some iron walls. Let's do the iron sheets first. Okay, we're almost done with this.
Power low.
Thank you, T.S. Yes. dumb so-and-so. Anyway, make up our steel iron sheets here, and then we'll get our iron walls. Eight, 9. Oh, I forgot F was to do that. And I think it's the wrencheroo that we need here. Oh wow, I didn't actually expect that to work. Interesting, so I just learned something new you can actually do. Alright, cool. Alright, this is all sealed up. We have 18 left, we're gonna need some more. Let me just see. Now, you know what? Am I out? Oh yeah, I'm out. Alright, we're out of razzmatazz here. Let's do this real quick. Alright, that's now set. Okay, we'll make up more of these.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. We'll fix that in just a second. Had to grab myself a quick drink there. So one world that I played off camera, I accidentally, when I took out my waste tank to empty it, it phased right through the terrain. That was kind of funny, actually. All right, let's fix my air tank while I'm thinking about it. Or my waste tank, rather.
Waste tank critical.
Waste tank critical. Oxygen doing. Let's fill that while we're thinking about it.
Air tank critical.
There we go. All right, where were we? Okay, there we go. All right, there we are. Now, we need iron walls. I'm gonna make 2. I'll make 3 iron frame and the rest iron wall. All right, so let's do that real quick. Frame. You know, I wish you could tell it how many you want to make. That would be nice. 1.
Hydration critical.
2. 3. To quote Doug Heffernan, "Hurry uppy."
Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Cognition low.
How's... Whee! Alright, let's go put these in place real quick. And yeah, I probably am doing this wrong. Nothing in this game surprises me, folks. Okay. Okie dokie, mix smoky. Alright, so now we need iron walls. wall. Make ourselves some iron walls, making some iron walls. Oh boy. Yeah, so anyway, when I was doing that with the waste tank off in one of my off-camera worlds, the waste tank phased halfway through the terrain and I couldn't get it out. Even if I tried to dig it out. Like, okay. So I'm thinking, here I am thinking to myself, has the god of clang that we love to call physics in Space Engineers, has that gentleman somehow decided to come over and mess with me and Stationeers too? I'm gonna do this, but I don't think it was. I think it was just I think it was probably a what was it say? I think it was probably just Stationeers being Stationeers. Much like, with Space Engineers, we run into those kinds of problems too. So it's not like it was something that you wouldn't expect. It's something you would. Although so far I haven't really run into that issue in Space Engineers 2. So it seems like they've maybe fixed that when it comes to Space Engineers 2, which I am hoping that's the case. Now I was talking to a few people that... Alright, we still need some more. I was talking to a few friends of mine that play Space Engineers, and we all tested out Space Engineers 2, and we're all like, not really what we were hoping for. Yeah, Space Engineers 2, not what we were really hoping for, but at the same time, you can kind of understand why they're doing what they're doing and develop it. As a software developer, I understand exactly why they're doing it the way they are. But I think, and I'm kind of hoping that they will bring back the sandbox mode there, because I do think that that's important to have. All right. We probably, once we get it more advanced, we'll probably tear this down and redo it in steel. But yeah, so I understand why they're doing it. They're doing their development the way they are so that they can make sure everything works. And it's a responsible way of doing development, to be honest. But hopefully they will add the sandbox survival mode back into Space Engineers 2. That way it gives everybody in the Space Engineers 1 community something to return to in Space Engineers 2. And then they, you know, in that way they won't feel like they're being left out either, so. Hey. Alright, so we're actually moving ahead. We're getting there. What I'll do is I shall this part first. Okay. Where are the doors? We gotta find those airlock doors, guys. Console. Uh-oh. Alright, well, put these in. Find those in a minute. Okay. Alright, let's test these side out real quick. Yes. 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 And we're doing our fill-in test to make sure that everything is secure at the same time. No, it is. We're not falling through. We know that this is done. Haven't missed a panel up here.
Hunger caution.
Thanks, DS. Alright.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
There we go. Alright. Now let's see if we can find those doors. Throw light. Portable connector. We're going to need that in a little bit. Boy, I really made a mess in here. Where did I put the doors? It's a crate. Piping. Door. I need a door kit. Okay. All right. There we go. 2 doors in. Put the doors in the put the doors in. Let's put our doors in. Oh, okay. All righty, Chachi. Let us grab le water. There. And let us grab... Well, I guess you could probably put... I'll make my mess over here too. You know what? I'm going to probably put this over there too, just to... Just so that we have more room. And we know this is going to go over there too, so. Alright, there we go. Okay. I need plastic sheets. Plastic sheets, oh plastic sheets. Okay. Throw those there. Pick you up. Grab you like this. And I need me crowbar. There we go. Okay, so we got a greenhouse built. That part of our goal is now done. Portable generator package. I'm gonna need that. Guess I don't, well. Put that there for a minute. Where the heck did I put those?
Filter low.
Filter low. Thank you, TS. There once was a TS named TS. He was a TS girl. Alright, there's your 5 crates. Power
low.
Yeah, thanks, TS. I really don't care right now. Interior airlock door. Interior airlock door. All right. Workshop air door. I don't know if we'll need that, but never know. All right, so now let me find, what was I looking for anyway? Supplies, navigation. Ah, yeah, that's what I, or right there. That's what I was looking for, Wilma. All right. Locker. Let's put the locker. Shove the locker right here. We'll say, hey, let's do it this way, my lads. And I'm gonna actually, just to give myself enough room, I'm gonna do that.
Hunger caution.
Stationeers. You there. There, we can start getting our place organized a little more. Although I think TS is the one to blame for that, but hey. Oopsie. You wrench. No, we need the wrencher Maru. There we go. Okay. You know, I am surprised they don't have a refrigerator in this game. Alright, so what was I yelled at? Alright, so it looks like I need to go. Alright, that's cool. Alright, all that's left is setting up our airlock and pressurizing the greenhouse. I will definitely be watching some videos off camera to teach myself how to refresh my memory and how to do that. And that over with too. Take over. Materials. Probably should.
Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical.
Alright, there's that. If I can actually put in the... Alright, let me... So yeah, we're going to be... The next step in this is going to be... The next step in this will be to next step is going to definitely be putting this all away. All right. So yeah, we're getting there. Like I said off camera, I will do some research to make sure that we get everything correct for what we're doing here. I am going to save the game. There we go. That way we've got a way to get ourselves back here if we need to. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll go ahead and we will call it there today. And I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. We got a lot done. We got the greenhouse built. Now we just got to get the airlock built, hooked up and working, and we got to get the pressurization of the greenhouse going so that we can start growing our food and all that. We can take our helmet and suit off and do all that doodad stuff. So, that being said, I will do some research off camera, and if you guys have ideas and know of a guide that I can look at to deal with the pressurization and all that of the greenhouse itself, feel free to let me know. And yeah, we'll go from there. We're going to get our greenhouse pressurized. That is the goal for the next episode. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out. And be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit. Maybe you got a pet guinea pig as well. Maybe I heard somebody wanted a chimpanzee, but hey. That being said, I don't even know if you can legally have a chimpanzee as a pet. Some countries you probably can. I don't think you can here in the U.S., but I don't know. I could be wrong about it. So, that being said, by sharing a link to the channel with others, it does help this wonderful channel grow, helps our community grow as well. And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to share the link to the channel, smash that like and subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out, and have a safe, wonderful, and successful rest of your week. And I will see y'all in the next episode. Happy gaming!